With our mini island village fully established, I feel it's time to branch out to the mainland and work on our first proper project, create a massive self-sustaining farming settlement. I was just going to build a couple crop farms, but that really wasn't going to cut it, so it's time to build an entire village around that instead. But of course, before we can get started on any of that, I need to get some more materials because yeah, this is about all of the wood that I have at the moment. Along with my stone, yeah, it's quite lackluster. But yeah, so the first thing I actually want to do is start some mining because I really want to get some more diamonds as well as diorite, deep slate, and stone. The hell, I forgot to completely block this off. I think it's because like 8 creepers came out of it last episode, dude. It was so freaking annoying. So yeah, I'm gonna spend a bunch of time down here getting some resources and hopefully some diamonds too. So yeah, I'll meet you guys, I don't know, when something interesting happens, I guess. Alright, so I broke into a bit of a cave while mining for deep slat. Actually, deep slat? What the fuck did I just say? But yeah, it's actually one that we've already gone into. As you can see, I've got torches here already. And so I just want to take a quick look around for some diamonds. And there's actually some already right there, which is quite insane. But we have a boner after us. All right, you're a bit of a prick, mate. All right, he's down. Okay, bit of iron, bit of iron. Can never go wrong with that. But I'm mainly here for diamonds because, yeah, as you can see, my axe is still an iron one. I've only got 1 diamond back at base, so I at least want to get 2. That would be amazing. Oh, dude, when you see this, you just know that there's going to be diamonds down here. Like, there's a 100% chance of diamonds being down here. I'm not going to cap on a stack right now, I swear to God, man. While I'm here, I'm also going to grab some obsidian because I do want to get an enchanting table set up and also a bloody nether portal for whenever the hell we actually go in there. So, yeah, this is going to take forever, man. All right, there is our 14 obsidian secured. It took me like 4 tries to say that. I don't know why. It's like a tongue twister. But yeah, I'm going to keep going on the prowl for some diamonds. I would literally go feral for some diamonds right now. Like, dude, oh my, there's so much iron. What the hell? Where's the diamonds, brother? Oh, yes. There's some. Yes. Okay, please be more than 1. Please be more than 1. Please. Oh, thank God. I actually started getting tears in my eyes then. Oh, is that what I think it is? Let's get our asses over there because that's going to have probably some good shit for us, honestly. Oh, yes, boys. Diamonds, diamonds. Please be more than 1. Please be more than 1. Please. Ah. Yes, dude. 3 more diamonds. We're at 12. That is so good. I'm very happy with that. Oh, yes. Look at that. We just found a dripstone cave and more diamonds. Yes. This is the best day of my life. Now we don't even have to worry about coal. We can just set up a lava dripstone farm. Dude, that is going to be so good. Yes. Ah! Oh, no, 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 no. This is very bad. Holy f... That is just a reminder of how easy this series can end at any moment, dude. I have goosebumps over my entire body. If he came in here, we were 100% boned. Holy crap. What the fuck was that? Oh my God, my body. My nipples are fully erect right now, dude. What was that sound? There is actual tears coming out of my eyes. That was that creepy. That must be a new cave sound or something, dude. Jesus. But now that we have gotten a bunch of stuff that we need from down here, it is time to now upgrade our axe and go collect a bunch of wood. So yeah, I'm gonna get all that crap done right now. So now with a bunch of wood chopped down, I just got straight into planning out the farming settlement. The first thing I did was lay down all of the pathways out of stone and stone bricks, which helped me get a better understanding of where our houses and farms were going to be situated. I ended up choosing a pretty weird shape, to be honest, essentially 2 rectangles with one of them looping around. You might have also noticed I've incorporated a few areas with diagonal paths, meaning they'll have adjoining diagonal houses. I've got a bit of experience up my sleeve with those bad boys thanks to my previous videos, and I'm confident I can make it work. Okay, and there is our area so far. At the moment, obviously, it doesn't really make much sense, but it does to me at least. Essentially, everything here is just like an outline of something. These are the farms, and all of the wood is the houses, but we also have reached this corner where I want to do a bit more terraforming, but my shovel has, it's broken. And before I make a new one, I actually want to get enchanting set up, because as you can see, I'm almost level 30 right now, and I want to get a, like, I don't know, just an efficiency freaking 300 shovel or something, because I'm sick of digging dirt at regular speed like an idiot. Our sheep are starting to come along nicely. Did I just say sheep? What the hell's wrong with me, dude? Our cows are coming along nicely. I've been steadily breeding them away as I've been building. So we should be all good for leather, although I probably will hunt some wild ones. And we do have a decent stockpile of sugarcane as well. Just let me have a look. Also, I'm hoping to get a second chicken with these eggs so we can start breeding our chickens. Oh, yes, there he is. G'day, mate. Alright, so we do actually have heaps of sugarcane, but yeah, we are lacking in the leather department. So, I'm gonna go on the prowl for a couple of wild cows. Alright, so I've just been having a quick little look around my area, and I've just spotted another 2 villages. We've got one over to the right here, and then another bigger one over to the left, which is kind of crazy. So, I guess let's go explore these, and hopefully we can find some good stuff. Okay, and well, thankfully we do have a decent herd of cows up here, so I'm just going to, you know, sorry boys. You know how it is. Man's got to get some enchantments out here. And let's just have a peruse through here. Hopefully I can find some like carrots and other crops and stuff. And I think we just found some... Oh, yeah, there we go. Some carrots and some potatoes. Hell yeah. All right, here's the first chest. What do we got? Wow, that, I'm not even going to take any of that. That is pure garbage. Sorry, mates. Just gonna, yeah, just gonna... Sorry about that. All right, well, I've just searched through every house and everything was, yeah, pretty garbage. So I'm going to go slaughter this absolute massive pack of cows and head over to that one. Oh, I can already see a blacksmith, which is a good sign. And yeah, hopefully we get some good stuff from over there. Now, that is just the saddest thing I've ever seen. I just slaughtered this entire herd and left this little baby to fend for himself. Do I put him out of his misery? Let me know in the comments. All right, here's the blacksmith. Come on, something good. Oh, look at that. 3 diamonds. May as well get a bloody brand new sparkling iron helmet. Why the hell not? All right, and well, the last chest of the entire village. Okay, well, thankfully we got a couple extra pieces of leather. That does help out. Well, I'm just going to continue going around and finding herds of cows and slaughtering them. So I'm going to get that done. I'll meet you guys back at home. Dude, look at this. I don't think I've ever seen this before. It's a ravine that has another ravine going right through it. How cool is that? Made like a plus shape, and then we've got this massive cave over on the side. That's so cool. Dude. Oh my god, look at this area. That is insane. This is massive. I think my base is like back over that way, so we can definitely use this area for any like future massive scale projects. Like just look at this. Oh, there's a village there too. Look at the scale of this. Oh my god. I'm literally that desperate for leather. I'm just like, man, I'm out here killing horses, dude. It does not feel good, but I just need their goddamn leather. If you're wondering as well, yeah, that village had absolute nothing in it. But yeah, these horses are giving me a bit of leather at least. And well, I think that should be enough. 59 leather, almost a stack. If I need more, I can just get them from my guys back at home. So I think I'm gonna make the arduous trek back home now. I'll just like craft up a bunch of bookshelves and stuff. So yeah, I'll meet you guys there. All right, and there is our massive haul. All of the bookshelves that we made. I'm also just now crafting up our enchanting table. There it is. Hell yeah, dude. Time to head upstairs and find a nice bloody spot to chuck this thing. Oh, dude, look at that. We've got so many. Hopefully that's like the max amount. Oh, look at that. Fortune 3. Let's chuck this bad boy in and see what we get. Oh, god damn it. Seriously, no efficiency? That actually stinks. So let's pray. Come on. Yes, efficiency 4. That is pretty good. Hell yes, dude. Now I'm just going to quickly head back to our area over here and continue excavating this little corner here so that I can add a couple more houses in here. So yeah, just give me a second. I'm going to get that done right now. Dude, look at that. It is instant now. That is so good. I'm actually, like, tears are coming out. It is that good, man. And so I just continued excavating this corner of the village, ensuring to flatten it off nicely for a house or 2 to be situated on. I made sure to replace all the stone with grass and began laying out 2 more houses with some pretty large farms. Also, if I sound different, it's because my kid got me sick. I accidentally forgot to record me sketching the village, so here's the layout design I came up with. As for the design of all the houses, I did want to get a general sketch done for that, so I just chose the most basic shaped house that we'd have in the village and used that to lay out the details and how the walls would look, stuff like that. I did end up having to change the design slightly over in Minecraft, as while I was sketching I forgot the actual size was a bit smaller, but the general idea is what I ended up using. Honestly, since I've started sketching my builds out, it's made building so much easier, so if you're struggling with coming up with designs or executing your ideas in-game, definitely try sketching them. Highly recommend. Starting on the actual house over in the village, I first got the pillars established. Then it was onto the front wall design where I added in a window and of course the door. For the wall block palette, I ended up going with textured stone and stone bricks, the perfect combination. Next it was onto the details, of which I first added in some fence gates along with a fence with a hanging lantern. Then to add some extra depth, I continued with some stairs and fences below the pillar sticky outy bits. Then for the side wall facing the farm, I went with this for now, but I'd end up changing this soon. For the back wall, I just completely filled it in, which makes the interior a little bit easier, and for the final wall, I added a couple windows in. Then I just filled out the rest of the wall details around all the sides with the fences, fence gates, and stairs under the pillars. At this point, I realized the roof trim was actually supposed to be oak, not diorite, meaning I harvested all of that for no reason. reason. So I crafted up all the stairs and slabs I should need and got back up to working on the roof. I ended up going with my signature style roof, but incorporated that slightly different bottom trim style where instead of 2 oak slabs, we do 1 oak slab on the bottom and 1 deep slate above. I've definitely fallen in love with this type of roof. To add some detail to the roof, I had decided on adding a dormer, which I felt looks kind of weird, so I decided on balancing it out with the same design on the opposite side, which ended up making it look a little bit better. For the final roof detail, I of course went with a little chimney, capping it off with a campfire surrounded by oak trapdoors, and stepping back, it was looking really good. I then added a little table in front of our front window and went in search for some flowers, found a decent patch, and headed back to the house to add the pot and a cornflower inside. So that's the house fully completed. Now it's time to add the little crop farm off to the side. I did this by adding a simple fence design around the area I wanted, placing some water down in the middle and tilling all the land. I then planted in all the carrots along with placing a slab and composter over the water. Next up, I just went straight into building the next house design, of which I decided on doing a pretty different shape for. Essentially, the main house is just the square, but we have this smaller section towards the front that'd serve as the entrance to the house. I filled in the entire roof with our oak trim, along with that front area, which gives us a pretty cool looking roof. I also filled in the main roof with our same blocks from before, deep slate tiles and bricks. After finishing up the chimney, I headed down to fill in the walls, which were again a pretty similar design to the first house, except that this one was actually 1 block taller than the first, which was to give room for our interesting front entrance area. I decided on adding our sticky addy bits to this front area as it was looking kind of weird, and then went around and added all our details around the walls. With that done, I added in the simple crop farm, of which I planted beetroot in. Now it was time to tackle the first diagonal house, which is a completely different beast altogether. I wanted to keep a similar design as the regular houses, but it's just honestly really difficult to get that on a diagonal house, especially with the fact that this is the second one I've ever built. The roof on the first one I made ended up being a bit too mellow, so going into this one I knew I had to make it a bit taller, which ended up actually working out pretty well. Filling out the roof was a bit challenging on where to actually place the deep slate, but we got there in the end. I then ended up spending a bunch of time refining the front wall design as it was looking really weird. I still wasn't too happy with it, so I just covered it up with a bunch of leaves. And well, there is our first 3 houses all done. I'm actually really happy with these first 2, but this one, yeah, it's kind of got a face that only a mother could really love. I mean, if you look from really far away and squint really hard, it looks pretty good. But yeah, once you get up close, I don't know, it's just a bit whack. I mean, the sides look pretty good. I'm pretty happy with these, but the front I just could not get looking right, and yeah, it's just, I don't know, maybe give me some advice in the comments if you're a freaking diagonal house gamer like I want to be. Give me some goddamn advice, okay? And yeah, so that's like 1% of the village done. We've still got all of this stuff to do, and I think I want to move on to something a little bit different from some houses. And so yeah, I just want to move on to adding in these front crop fields all along here. Yeah, so I'm gonna go grab some water, I'll grab all of my crops, and we'll get started planting all of these in a time lapse right now. Alright, and there is our crop fields, well, mostly completed. I'm still waiting on some of them to grow in so I can plant in the rest. But now I want to move on to the next little part, which is actually going to be in front of these crop farms, and I want to add in a little bit of a marketplace here. So I just spent about half an hour just going around and shearing a bunch of sheep. This is all the wool I've gotten. Hopefully it's enough. Also went and grabbed some dye as well. And yeah, so it's basically time to start creating some market stalls. And we also need to figure out a design for these, of course. I do have a bit of a design in mind, and I'm thinking something a little bit like that. I might actually make this one taller on the front here. Let's make this first stall blue. And so yeah, we're just going to do strips of blue and white like this. So there we go. That's our first little stall. That's looking quite cute. At the front here, let's add in a little bit of a table, and we can put just random trinkets and stuff on that. Now at this point here, I want to have like a little dirt path that'll come into this little like marketplace area. So I want it to start maybe about here, and then it'll come back out around like here or so, just before this little house that I'm going to build next. So we could definitely fit in another small little stall right here, and then we'll finish it off with a little table there, and that's looking pretty cute. Now maybe over here, because we don't have a lot of room, what we could maybe do is just add in like a table. I love adding these into like market stalls and stuff like that. So instead of like having this roofed area, we're just gonna have like a little table like this, and then we can just put random stuff on there. On this side here, we could definitely add in another full stall. Hell yeah, that's looking pretty good. And we definitely have room for one more stall over here, so let's get one added in here as well. And there we go, that's looking pretty good. A cute little market stall install. We definitely do need to add some details to this, so let's crack out all of our wood details. God, my inventory is just full of crap at the moment. Man. So for the first detail, I'm definitely thinking some fence gates along here is going to just make it look a little bit more like, I don't know, kind of established, I guess. We can even maybe add some on the sides as well. I think that definitely works well there. That makes it look way nicer. We could probably... Oh, actually, I forgot to add some tables onto these ones. The hell? And what's going to take this to the next goddamn level is, of course, you guessed it, some chests, some barrels, and some composters as well. And yeah, so there we have it. There's like a little marketplace area. Nothing too crazy, but looking pretty good. Next, let's move on to this building here, which I want to make in a specific style. I don't really know how to explain it, and I've never made a house in this style before, but we're gonna see how we go. So there's all of the walls placed in. Now what we're going to do is actually add in a like kind of stair thing on the side here. Then on these parts, we're gonna be placing in some walls like so. Man, I'm praying this is gonna look good because I have no idea what I'm doing, literally. Then, as for the actual roof, we're going to be adding in our oak stairs like this. So yeah, it's going to look a little something like that. Yeah, again, it looks kind of weird, but you can probably tell the kind of style I'm going for. And now at the front wall, this definitely looks quite strange. So, just something like that. And then what we could maybe do is add in some slabs and some trapdoors above here, just to add some depth to this front wall, because it definitely kind of needs it. And we could also maybe add in like a window over on this side here. And we could maybe just do... I don't know, does that look weird? I think it does. Maybe if we replace these side ones with some stairs, it might, I don't know, it might look better, maybe? What if we add some trapdoors on top of these trapdoors? Yeah, I think that looks a little better. And then we could maybe replace these with some more stairs, like that. And then, oh, actually, okay, I got the perfect thing right here. Oh, bro, this is gonna look so good when I turn around. Are you ready? Oh. Okay, it looks kind of weird, but... Okay, what if we actually add more trapdoors like this to kind of frame it a little better? Dude, that actually looks awesome. That looks so good. Then for some little detail under here, we could definitely add in some leaves like this. We can't put signs on this side, unfortunately, because of these trapdoors, but that's alright. That still looks good. Now, like... Oh, these sides, they just look so weird and flat, but this is how this style is literally meant to be. So I'm just gonna have to leave it, but yeah. And even on this back, I think we're just gonna leave it because I think it's just gonna look weird having this same thing on the back as well. So, but yeah, look at that. That looks... The side profile looks definitely a bit weird. We might have to add that on the back as well. Okay, that actually ended up turning out not too bad. That looks alright. I mean, it's just this area here where it's like so flat just looks kind of strange. I mean, I don't know. Let me know in the comments what you think. Oh, our crops have grown as well. Let's actually get these planted. But yeah, there we go. That's our like kind of market area done. I guess that's going to be like a marketplace kind of building or something, like storage or something. And I also just added in a couple more random details throughout our marketplace, like some hay bales and these pot plants and stuff as well. But yeah, so that's basically it for that market area. What I'm going to do next is start working on more of these house designs. We've got a lot more to get done, and I might as well just start with this big one right here in this middle area. As you can see, it's going to be like a bit of an L shape, and then we have these big farms around that as well. So yeah, let's get started on this one right now. So first up, I of course got the pillars fully established so I could see the layout of the house. I then went straight into designing the roof, adding 3 gable ends, which gave it a nice shape and design. As for the walls, again, our textured stone and stone bricks, along with plenty of windows and our details on the sticky outy bits of the pillars. I then finished it off with a couple of farms outside. I then added a little crop farm to fill in this gap and got onto our second diagonal house, which definitely had an interesting shape that wouldn't be a pain in the ass to get looking good. So after figuring out the pillars and the walls, it was onto the roof, which, yeah, this extra front area I decided on adding was quite difficult to get right. And once again, I finished the house off with some surrounding farms. And when I started on the next house, I had quite possibly the worst jump scare of my life. Oh my fucking god.
What?
I just like, I got out of my inventory and an Enderman just teleported right in front of me. What the fuck?
They just didn't kill you.
After changing my underwear, I got straight back to designing these next 2 houses, of which weren't too special. I then continued over to the back right corner of the village with another 2 houses, of which were both surrounded with a bunch of crop farms. The next house was a slightly longer variant of the last 2, and again had a big old crop field surrounding it with a few different types of crops. Then it was onto the final house, which was another diagonal one, and the smallest one of the 3. Honestly, I think this was the best of the diagonal houses I've made, but overall, I'm still quite not there yet with the techniques for these. I then filled in this big gap with another crop farm and continued with the final farm that I forgot over here for this house that'd fill in this corner of the village. And there we have it, all the houses are now complete, but we still have a bit of work to get done. Let's just take a little stroll through here and just, dude, this is looking awesome. But we are definitely lacking in a couple of things. The first being some actual pathways leading to the houses. I almost completely forgot about this. So what I'm going to do next is just make up a bunch of slabs and stairs, and I'll quickly get those done. So just give me a second. All right, there's all of our pathways added up and connecting all of those houses up to the main pathway. The next thing I want to do is just fill in all of these random little gaps with some details, with the first one being maybe like a little cart design. And so to make one of these, all I'm going to do is place a trapdoor like so. I'm going to place another one spaced 2 blocks apart like that. Then I'm going to get a couple of slabs and just place those in like that. And there you go. That's like a basic little cart design. If you wanted it to be maybe like kind of more realistic and actually like leaning against the floor, you could do something like this, and that way it's kind of like leaning like that, but you can't really put stuff on it, and I want to be able to put stuff on it, so I'm just going to keep it like this. And then on top of this, we can maybe put an extinguished campfire, a couple of hay bales, maybe a chest or two, maybe even a lantern. And there you go. There's just like a cute little cart design. The next perfect detail that we could add to this village is just, of course, you know, the classic barrels and chests, of course, with maybe a couple of campfires in there too. Always an awesome detail. You can maybe add the same kind of thing back behind this house here. Whenever you have blank walls like that, it's always an awesome detail to add. Maybe some piles of like hay bales and stuff next to these farms would fit in quite nicely. Actually, I forgot another detail for this. We were supposed to add signs there. There we go. That's looking better. Now, because this is a farming village, I think another detail that will definitely look nice is just composters with maybe some lids scattered around. We could even put some stuff in these to make them look like they're being used. And yeah, there we have it. There's all of our details scattered around everywhere. I think it definitely brings the village to life a little bit more. And so that leaves us with the last thing that we need to do, the interiors. Everything is just completely plain and bare at the moment. So yeah, what I'm going to do next is go around and just add a pretty simple little interior into each one of these, just so they're a little bit more lively, you know? So for the first house, all I did was add in basically the essentials with things like a bed, some furnaces, crafting, storage, and maybe a little houseplant. And so that's pretty much the interior I added for every single house. Usually I don't even do interiors for something like this because it's never really going to be seen or used, but I just kind of felt like doing them, I guess. And yeah, so that just about does it for the village I've always wanted in Minecraft. It ended up being a little bit smaller than I thought, so I might end up expanding this in the near future, maybe with some different buildings like an animal barn, horse stable, stuff like that. Also, if you want to download the entire village to explore for yourself, be sure to check out my Patreon. If you want to watch me survive 200 days on an island in Minecraft Hardcore, be sure to check out this video right here. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.